Hey guys, what's up? Draft is about 4.5 minutes away right now, and this is rounds 2 and 3. 4 through 7 will be tomorrow. I'll do a stream for that too. But get ready. I just want to say everything I want to do to before the draft starts. First off, please feel free to look at their social medias, interact with me. It's at Affleck Awake for my YouTube, for my personal ones, and Richards_86. It's Y10567 for my personal Instagram, and just Affleck Awake for the regular YouTube Instagram. I also have Y10567 as a Twitch. I just streamed earlier today. I mainly streamed GTA. I might sprinkle some other games like Wreckfest, maybe some Rainbow Six in with that, so feel free to follow that if you'd like to. And feel free to definitely look at my YouTube's Facebook, which is Affleck Awake. So yeah, and you can also find all that stuff on my website, as well as like a playlist of my favorite videos and a little introduction to who I am. I made the website myself, so I basically know it's already on there. And also there's all my social medias. I didn't mention them all, but all my social medias are on there, so feel free to definitely look at that. It's www.affleckawake.com. I will definitely be linking that in the description for you guys. And also, yes, this is my graduation thing. I just felt like wearing it. Deal with it. But I just want to say a quick little thank you guys for watching. Even though it's not even started yet or done yet, I just want to say thank you for a little tune in and watch, because I know the draft's already over and this is basically like a replay of mine. I can't stream on YouTube yet, so yeah, I'm doing this. This is the closest way I have to do. And just want to say thank you guys for the support. I have about 360 something subscribers. So, and I cherish every single one of you guys. So feel free to definitely reach out with any kind of video suggestions or anything you want in the comments, as well as debate anything I'm saying in this video. But if you decide to debate, please, I beg you to keep it civil. So just not say civil. I'll say, hey, knock it off, and it just doesn't stay civil from there. I will be forced to just delete that comment entirely, and then we won't have a problem. So I will pause it here until the video gets done. Well, until the draft starts and that video done there. It's gonna be a long day for me talking, isn't it? Back to open the draft. He actually ready from the boo. He's not surprised, and he's not taking it personally. I love a guy that can joke like that. I really love it. Just declare it open, you don't miss. Okay. I thought I said wrong or somebody. It's gonna pause it real quick when I got in, so it's not really good. Declare it open, dude. You don't want to vote, Okay, draft's open. I'm sorry I missed it because I was getting not sponsored, but I love the fucking restaurant. It's basically my trademark to just go out randomly and get it, honestly. Pick us in, and the person who's announcing it, I'm assuming, is going up there. It's not Goodell, but I have no idea who it is, honestly. But third overall is a cornerback, Tyson Campbell from Georgia. They're getting some defensive help. They got 2 offensive players, and they have 7 picks left now. So They could have some really good depth. I don't know where the picks are exactly, but that's a lot of picks to have, and a lot of picks to get some really good depth guys. If they have a really good draft here, they could be set up pretty decent for the future. Maybe even have some depth trade pieces for them. Let's look at the film so I can make a judgment on this guy. Just good deflection. It looks like he has some speed to keep up with the receivers. Okay. Nice interception. He looks like he's able to read the play well. Good press coverage too. Looks like maybe he could use a little bit of work on tackling, but his handling skills, his interception skills, his man-to-man skills look pretty good too. This is a good pick. You're selecting. Future Pro Bowl, he's calling it now. Elijah Moore, wide receiver from Ole Miss, is who they take. A little bit off the screen there. But yeah, Elijah Moore, Ole Miss wide receiver. He was first team All-American in 2020 census. 2020 first team All-SEC player. So they could be getting a really young guy here. 2020 Right Dwarf Award finalist, nation's top receiver. Okay, I'm convinced. He's 5'9". It's my size, and I'm pretty small. Well, I'm 5'8", so there's an inch on me, but you know. He could be an amazing slot piece for them. I'm impressed. This is a good slot pick for them. I mean, he's small, he can get lost. He looks like he has good hands, good speed, good route running. He has a decent juke. I'd like to see more of a juke from him. But it looks like he is a really, really good receiver. Ooh, look at that little inside. No, that was inside. That was slant, I think, right? I think that looked like a slant to me. Maybe it was a post route. But that was okay. So they have a guard, wide receiver, and Zach Wilson at QB. I'm convinced the Jets are going to have, at the very least, a decent season. Apparently, there's a trade. The Broncos are now on the clock. The Falcons traded to the Broncos. Ian, what is the fucking thing? What's the... He didn't say. He didn't say. He just said that they traded the pick. So yeah, Denver has it, and the pick is in. I will update you when they make it. You're selecting. Okay, so they got running back Javonte Williams out of North Carolina. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I don't know a lot about the draft picks, so I'm probably going to be like, this is probably going to be a longer video than what it has to be, because he looks like he's 5'10", 200 pounds. So I'm going to definitely be going off the tape that they show here. It's a good little one cut, good change of direction. I like that. He looks hard to take down. He looks like he has a decent amount of speed. He looks like a mix between a speed back and a power back. He's undersized to be a power back, but he has the power of like a Jeremy Hill, or I'm not going to say Derrick Henry, but I say like a lesser Derrick Henry kind of guy. He'll bowl past you. He looks really hard to take down, and I like it. Looks like he can block too. He just straight up, wait, get down there. He just straight up pushed the fucker down. Looks like he has decent catching ability, so he can be a really good receiving back out of the backfield. Really. Okay. Okay, Broncos are getting a good pick here. Let's be honest, they're probably going to go with Drew Lock still, even though I don't think they should. I mean, if you watch what I was saying last year, I was wanting the Bengals to take Drew Lock. Nope. We traded down and we got like Sample or something, but I'm glad we didn't take Lock because he hasn't been very impressive. Okay, so Dolphins are up, and it looks like they're ready to make the pick. I don't know what they're doing. They're just standing there dancing. Okay, here they go. Here they go. Sorry, I know I'm goofy. Javon Harmon, he's 50 out of Oregon. Okay, I like that pick again. He opted out of the 2020 season. So I guess there's not that many highlights that they're going to show, but we're still going to at least look for them and take a look at him, take a look at his abilities. All Pac-12 2019 Thorpe Award, Nation's Top TV. He was a semifinalist. He didn't win it though. He had 4 interceptions, tied for the most in the Pac-12 in 2019. Here's film. Okay, this one looks like he's not in the backfield, but he's not like deep, is what I'm saying. He looks like he possesses a great play readability and can tackle really well too. It also looks like he has some good speed. He can get after the quarterback. It looks like he can get some sacks. That's really cool. Ooh, that was actually a hard interception to get. So maybe that's just luck, but he does have a pick 6 there, and that did look pretty impressive with the interception pick 6. So now on the clock would be the Eagles and then Cincinnati. Ooh, Ian Rappaport, 2 minutes ago, he said that the Bengals have traded the number 30th pick to the Patriots. What are the details? Wow. Daryl Marsh. Wow. He just roasted the Bengals bad. A guy said the Bengals are poverty, and this Dale Marsh guy, he said that y'all took running back when your offense can't even run block. Oh no, he was talking about the Steelers. Dale Marsh, you just got to follow from me, buddy, because that's great. I love it. It does not look to be. It looks like it's just a 1-for-1 thing. I'll update you guys with the details when we get them. But yeah, looks just to be 1-1, and basically, I think it could be just 1-for-1. Honestly, maybe there's an asset in there somewhere, but yeah, I think it's just 1-for-1. And they're about to make the pick. Philadelphia's on. It still said Cincinnati, so they haven't put up the thing yet. But yeah, I couldn't find anything on what the details were yet. I'm assuming it's just 1-for-1. Landon Dickerson goes to the Eagles, and he's not a guard; he's the center. What the heck? From Alabama, they said on there that he was a guard. However, guess what? it says here that he, unless I'm stupid, it says here that, yeah, it says here it's a center. So yeah, Dickerson 6'5". Why is he? What? He was just playing tackle. That wasn't guard. That was tackle. He was just playing. Now he's playing center here. He looks like a good blocker, at least for runs here. Good pass blocker too. A lot of strength. Okay, I see you. I see you. He looks mainly a center, but I don't know why they showed him as a tackle there. I mean, maybe he can do both, but that surprised me. So looks like good snap, good. And he lost his helmet when he was blocking and still went on with it. Respect, my dude. Respect. Dickerson, goddamn. That's toughness right there. Losing your helmet and still blocking. Still going after it for the touchdown. Here comes the pick for the Patriots. Okay, so defensive tackle Christian Barmore from Alabama has been taken by the Patriots via the way of a trade pick from the Bengals. He was a 13th AP All-American in 2020. And come on. Okay, yeah. 2020 first team All-SEC pick. He had 8 sacks, second in the SEC in 2020. Okay. So he looks like he wouldn't be good in those tackle, but I think in like a 4-3 defense, he could definitely be able to excel. So yeah, now on the clock are the Chicago Bears. Chicago's picking. Next up will be Atlanta and then Detroit. 39th overall will be Telvin Jenkins, a tackle out. I think that's offensive tackle. Yeah, offensive tackle out of Oklahoma State. First team All Big 12 in 2020. He had 2018-19 honorable mention of the All Big 12. 35 career starts in 44 games played. That's collegiate level. Looks like he's a decent tackle. Now on the clock is Atlanta, and their pick is in. But let's take a look at. Yeah, he looks like a great little run blocker too. So okay. Maybe his maneuverability and like his quickness could be a little concern for me. Maybe even going downfield to like block for one of those like screen runs, like what you would see in Madden with the halfback thing, the halfback pass. You probably know what I'm talking about, but yeah. Moving on next. Atlanta's making their pick. I grew up with guys down the Marines, so of course I support them. Just so you guys know. Yeah, I literally grew up with some. Him and I are still good friends. Okay, Safety from UCF, Ratik Grant was selected by Atlanta, 3-time first team All ACC. Come on. 2020 Thorpe Award finalist, nation's top defensive back. He's a finalist. He had 72 tackles. Okay, 3 interceptions, 2 FRs. Okay, good. Now let's look at some of the film here. They're comparing him to Malcolm Jenkins, who's here with Gronkowski on there. So, okay, you're comparing him to somebody like that. Respectable, respectable. Good play recognition, good hands, good speed there. Good little interception there. He looks to have some good jumping ability to go up and get that ball. So G. Grant joins Kyle Pitts there. Okay, here are the trade details for the Bengals and the Patriots. The Patriots got the number 38 pick, which they took the defensive tackle. And the Bengals moved back to number 46, and they had pick number 122 and pick 139. So I think that'll be 6th, 7th round, maybe. Those both, maybe. Okay. Could have just had Jenkins. True. True. Yeah, those are the details. Zurike. Levi or Zurike. Good thing he said that. Defensive tackle out of Washington. Opted out of the 2020 season. Okay. First team All Pac-12 in 2019. I bet we're going to be seeing a lot of the opt-outs this draft. 95 tackles, 16 tackles lost, 7 sacks in his career there. Doesn't tell you how many games. Looks like he's more of a power rusher. That's at least he's using more like power, using his body and his weight to get to the quarterback. I guess it works because it looks like he's getting to the quarterback. You're not very, but like fairly easily. He's getting past the point of attack, getting to the running back or the quarterback, whoever has the ball down there. I like a guy that uses his strength and his body and his just weight in general. I wish more guys in hockey would do that. But so yeah, they have a guy that I wanted the Bengals to get him as well, and now him, now this guy, for the Lions draft. They have 2 more picks, I believe. Dolphins are picking up next, and their pick is in. After the Dolphins, it will be Las Vegas and then Dallas. All right, who's picking? Okay, 42nd will be Liam Eichenberg, a defensive tackle, or is it offensive tackle from Notre Dame? I swear to God, they make it so hard to read that. The position, they make it so hard. Yeah, he's offensive tackle from Notre Dame. Liam Eichenberg. He was 2020 since All-American ACC blocking trophy for the top offensive lineman in 2020. He had the first team All ACC for 2020 consensus, the consensus one. He had the 2020 Outland Trophy finalist for nation's top interior lineman. He's the external, not interior, but okay. Looks like just from his thing, it looks like he's more a guy that uses his power and his strength to keep a guy to push a guy off and keep him from being able to get past him. So could be a good pick. Okay, so the Raiders are up here. And okay, 43rd overall is Trayvon Merrill, a safety out of TCU. He won the award for the nation's top TV in 2020. Come on, let's go. 2019 and 20 All-American. He had in his career, he got 11 passes to Ben, 2 interceptions, 47 tackles. Okay. In his career, no, that was just last season. His career, 7 interceptions, 125 tackles, 18 passes defended. Okay, so it looks like he has a lot of speed and the ability to cover a lot of stuff. And, they're saying he provides leadership. That's always something that you want, especially with the rookies, because you want them to be able to be a leader, especially with your top rookies. I mean, it's not as big a deal with the little rookies. But now on the clock are the Cowboys. But they're one of the all-time best franchises. Why have there been 2 different teams? And why did they go 0-16? Almost 2 years. They got 1 win in 2 years, basically. And I'll give you this out of the way. See, she's a little bit of an attention seeker right now. Oh, I thought they were talking about Cleveland. Disregard what I said there. So that's I was talking about Cleveland, not. Cat, come on. So they got Kevin Joseph, corner out of Kentucky. Not too familiar with him, even though I'm an Ohio State fan and Kentucky's like right down there. So I know a lot of people from Kentucky and not like Kentucky. I haven't really even heard of him. His name kind of rings a bell. He's 5'11", 197 pounds. Why does it look like he's in an LSU uniform there? That doesn't look right. There we go. There's the, I guess maybe he was at LSU. Here. Okay. Looks like he has the speed to keep up with Devontae Smith, and he intercepted that pass from to Devontae Smith. Yeah, she's shedding the fur got in my mouth. Overall, I like that pick. Looks decent. Next is Jacksonville, and then Cincinnati, and then the Chargers. Okay. Walker Little. He's a tackle from Stanford. Again, they make it really hard to read. Looks like DT, not DT. And he's an OT. Offensive tackle from Stanford. He opted out of 2020 and 2019 and a season-ending injury in his first game. Oof. It's going to bring it down a little bit. It's going to bring his stock down a little bit. Looks like he can block fairly well. The only thing would be, was he able to bounce back from the injury? He opted out. You weren't able to see if he can bounce back from injuries, and you aren't really able to see if he can definitely be an asset basically then. So basically, he looks like a good tackle, But and also with the season-ending injury in the first game, that begs the question: is he injury prone? Is he going to have a lot of injuries? Is he going to have a lot of season-ending injuries? That's going to be 100% my biggest question: is what injuries is he going to be having? Is he going to have any? Is he going to have a few? Is he going to have one maybe his whole career? Okay, so at least I have somebody that can help keep Lawrence up right now. Bengals are now going to be picking 4-11-1. They need an OT at guard, center, defensive end, linebacker, corner. I would say most of all, we definitely need guards more than OT, but we need a lot of offensive line in general. Need to pick these. Oh, you got a little kid up there. It's adorable. It's probably not. I'm not gonna lie. It's probably not our year. I'll hoot at you back, but it's not our year. Jackson Carman, offensive tackle out of Clemson. We got another Clemson guy coming in. So I think this is the only Clemson guy since Lawrence and, well, I know it hasn't been, but Jackson Carman. He was 2019 third team All ACC. 27 career starts and 40 games played. He's a left tackle. So at least we got some tackle help in the second round. That's good. That's good. I love this pick just purely because it's offensive line. We need offensive line back. I still say guard's the biggest priority for us, though. We're very, very weak at guard, but this guy looks like he can definitely fill a hole, especially because we didn't take Sewell. We desperately need somebody like this. And I think just based on this little film that they're showing here, it can be really good for us. His screen blocking is really good. Yeah, I like it. I like this pick. I'm hoping he can be a starter right away, but I don't hold me to that because he is second round 46 overall. I don't. Maybe he'll take a year and then he'll be a starter, but I definitely kind of see this guy being a big future guy. Pigs in. And I'm saying it. Asante Samuel Jr. is a corner from Florida State. He was 2020 first team All ACC. In 2020, he had 31 tackles, 3 interceptions, 6 PBUs, and 2 FRs. His career totals are 97 tackles, 1 interception, and 29 passes defended. Okay, this could be a really good guy here, but it's a little bit of a questionable pick. I don't know. I just have that feeling of he's not going to really work out well. I just have that feeling in my gut that just going to be a good pick for them. Yeah, Aaron Banks, a guard from Notre Dame. Okay, first team All-American. He's 6'5", 330 pounds. First team All ACC in 2020 as well. 31 first start in 38 games played. So yeah, there's really nothing else to his resume than that. Let's just look at the film. He looks to be a little bit more agile. He's slow though. He's slower though, which is the expected was also lineman, but I feel like a little bit more speed going downhill could help his cause, especially when screen blocking. His strength looks really good. Okay, so now up next is Arizona, then the Giants, and then Washington. Rondale Moore, a receiver from Purdue, was just picked by the Cardinals. He was 2018 consensus first team All-American. He is 5'7", 181 pounds. 2018 Paul something award winner, the most versatile player for the nation. He was the 2018 Big Ten Receiver of the Year. 2018 Big Ten Freshman of the Year. (2018) All-Purpose Yards, which was score record, and that was 2,215. The Giants were not on the clock. Looks like he has some speed, by the way, too. Azeez Ojulari, linebacker out of Georgia, was just selected by the Giants. Next up will be Washington. And he was 2020 second team All SEC. He is 6'3", 240 pounds. In 2020, he had 31 tackles, 12.5 TFI, and a 8.5 snap ratio. In his career, he had 14 sacks, 5 forced fumbles, 19.5 times loss, and 71 tackles. Apparently, he has the ability to bend. That's what they're saying, and he looks like he has a little good motor. So hopefully, he can get after some guys for the Giants. He can tackle really well. Don't really know about pass coverage. Okay, so Washington's pick is in. Washington gets a tackle out of Texas, Samuel Komsky. He's obviously tackle. He had 2020 all team, 2019 second team, all Big 12. That's all he has to his resume. Let's look at some of that. He is 6'5", 314 pounds. Okay, he looks to be playing on his left side most of the time. At least that's what we're starting at here. Okay, so he's good little box there. Okay. Looks like a decent pick. Cleveland trades up, and now they have their pick in. They added Newsome yesterday. They have 7 picks remaining. I'm guessing including this one, maybe not. I'm not really sure, but their needs are DE, linebacker, and defensive tackle. That's what they're saying. So the best QBs available. Trask has not been picked yet. We all expected him to be picked. So Newman, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, there's a lot of really good talent. There's Carter, Sermon, running backs wise for them to be picking. I wouldn't expect them to go running back. They have Chubb, and I believe they have Duke Johnson as well. Wide receiver, Terrence Marshall, Bridge. So they could be getting some really good guys here. Okay, so if they would make the pick, that would be nice, so I don't have to keep going on and on here. It looks like a lot of their fans got up on the stage. They went 11-5 last season. They finished 3rd in the division. Playoffs, they lost. They added some really good talent there. They snapped the longest active throughout the NFL. They made the playoffs for the first time since 2002 there. It's nice. 5 wins, which they allowed 30 plus points, tied for the most in NFL history, including the playoffs. Someone else just going on and on about their teams and that sort of now. Well, the best available is a linebacker, and so they need to maybe they can pick a linebacker. I mean, I'm assuming that once it gets past maybe 3rd, 4th round, a lot of teams will just be taking the best available player. Maybe it starts here, maybe it doesn't. But I'd say maybe 3, 4 is when they're going to just start taking the best available player. Looks like a Browns coach, like one of those man coaches. Not trying to roast him or anything, but he looks like one of those coaches doing great Madden or seeing Madden. Okay, Jeremiah used to Kamoa, his linebacker at Notre Dame. They need a linebacker, so this is the surprise. I also believe that he was at least one of the best available players. So works out. He was the 2020 Buckeyes Award winner for the nation's top linebacker, and he was an anonymous first team All-American in 2020 as well. He was the 2020 ACC Defensive Player of the Year. He was a first team All-ACC player in 2020 as well. He was a finalist for the Bowen Impact, Bernard and Nagorski Awards. He was the second Notre Dame LB selected in the first round in common draft era. He wasn't selected in the first round now, so okay. So yeah, now time's on the clock. Then it will go to Indianapolis and then Pittsburgh. He has a lot of speed to the ball, actually. That's really good. So they're getting a really good player up there in Cleveland. They're really getting that defense. So I think that they're thinking that they want to make a run. I think that Steelers thing kind of pumped them up to make a run. Tennessee's up. Dylan Rayons, who's a offensive tackle from North Dakota State. A lot of offensive linemen going in this round, I'm not gonna lie. I think literally 97% of the picks have been offensive linemen of some sort. Just in this round alone. So yeah. Looks like they use this for baseball too. He has really good strength. He's able to keep a guy with him and keep a guy from getting run. That may have been holding though, and you're talking about NFL standards. He looks really great, especially with the screen blocking and that stuff. So Indianapolis is picked this up. Just looking at the film, looks like a solid pickup. Culture picking. Dale Obengo, who's a defensive end from Vanderbilt. 17 All SEC in 2020. In 2020, he had 32 tackles, 8 tackles for loss, and 5.5 sacks. He had in his career, he has 31 tackles for losses, which is 5th in Vanderbilt history. It's good that he's making history. So, and it looks like they're just shoring up their defense. The Steelers are on the clock now, and they have their pick in. Pittsburgh have selected Pat Freiermuth, a tight end from Penn State. So they now have a tight end, maybe Heath Miller kind of guy. He was a Big Ten tight end of the year in 2020. Not the tight end of the year. He was a 2020 first team All Big Ten selection. He was 2019 second team All Big Ten player. You have yet to see Kyle Trask go off the board, by the way. I'm just putting it out there. He had 8 receptions in 2018, which was the second amongst the FBS tight ends. He has 16 career reception TDs, which is a PSU tight end record. And that's really all there is to his resume. He looks like a solid tight end, just looking at this film. Seattle's on the clock, and it's the Rams, and it's the Chiefs. Look at that. That's beautiful how you can just get past the point of chapter 10. Nice. Oh shit. I missed the wait, no, I didn't miss the Seahawks pick, did I? Oh yeah, the Seahawks picked WR Frick. Sorry, I was thinking turn out some. Go draft. Here we go. Seahawks picked Dwayne Epridge out of Western Michigan. That's where my mind went. Ironically, he looks like he has a crap in the speed ability. This could be a really good selection. Pairing up with DK Metcalf could just be a deadly duo for weapons-wise on Wilson. Okay, the pick is in. I'm just going to speculate for a second here. Who do you think they'll take? Trask is still on the board. He was, I believe, predicted to be like a first rounder. But they need defensive end, linebacker, safety, and a center. So more than likely, it's probably going to be offensive line or defense. However, they could surprise everybody and get an heir to the throne of Matthew Stafford. Let's see. They're picking right now. They selected the wide receiver, Tutu Atwell, who is out of Louisville. How do you say it? Yeah. Next up will be Kansas City and then Carolina. Atwell was a second team All ACC 2019. He was a first team All ACC selection. And in 2019, he had over 1,000 receiving yards and he led the ACC. He seems to have a lot of speed here. He in 2019 had 751 receiving yards after the catch, and which was third in the FBS. He looks, that's all to his resume. He looks like he has a lot of speed. He looks like he could be a very decent player for them. Looks like a good route runner. I hope he doesn't turn out John Ross because that's kind of who his college game, just based on these, reminds me of. So yeah, I hope he doesn't turn out like Ross did for the Bengals. He goes to the Colts. No, not the Colts. Whoever that, how that is. So yeah, now on the clock is Kansas City, and then Carolina, and then New Orleans. Chiefs are picking. They selected linebacker Nick Bolton out of Missouri, or Mizzou, as you want to call it sometimes. He was 2017 AP All-American. 2020 Buckus Award finalist, nation's top team beating. I mean, linebacker, not beat. He was 2019 and 2013 All-SEC selection. He is 6 foot and 232 pounds. I'm only 180 compared to him, so he was pushing me a little bit. 2019, he had 8.92 tackles per game, and that led the SEC. So he's obviously been in a high-level place since at least 2019. He looks like he's a hard hitter kind of guy. He looks like he could definitely. I like that. I like what I'm seeing just at that. So, will they take Kyle Trask? They added Sam Darnold and a couple of offensive tackles, but who will add Kyle Trask to their lineup and stop his slide? Panthers are about to make the pick. They were 23rd in pass block win rates. So maybe they take it on the lineman, even though they've definitely gotten enough of them. They need a quarterback, tight end, defensive end, and LB. I would take quarterback, maybe. Terrence Marshall Jr., who's a wide receiver out of LSU. Played with Joe Burrow, I believe. He opted out of the 2020 season after 7 games. So he does have some 2020 stats to him. In 2020, he had 10 receiving TDs, which were tied for 7th in the FBS. In 2019, he had 13 receiving TDs, 3rd in LSU history. That was Burrow, though. So he won the 2019 CFP National Championship with Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase, those kinds of guys. Now on the clock is the Saints, then Buffalo, and then Green Bay. Look at that beauty, man. Look at that beauty. He can definitely catch. He's not afraid to go up, is what I'm seeing here. He has some speed to him, too. There. Okay, he looks like he can also be a good slot threat, too. Maybe that's how they plan to use them. Maybe that's not how they plan to use them, but I think just based on looking at him, he kind of profiles more as a slot guy. He looks like he's on the outside most of the time, but I feel like Carolina should be using him in the slot more. Yeah, he looks like he's the outside guy here, but if you look at slot guys, they're usually fast. He has some speed, and I think he profiles most as that slot wide receiver. Slot out, as you will. I just made that up. Pick is going. Who? Pete Warner. He is a linebacker out of Ohio State, apparently. He was a 2020 first team All Big Ten. 2019 honorable mention for all the All Big Tens. He had a career of 185 tackles, 16 tackles for loss, 4.0 sacks, and 4 forced fumbles. Looks like he's able to get after the ball carrier pretty fast. He's wearing number 20 though, so he's obviously not one of the guys that wore a single digit number because that's an honor. There's a few single digit numbers still out there, I believe. So maybe this is a little reach just based on talent and that stuff, but I like it. Tony Basham Jr., defensive end out of Wake Forest, is who they select. He was a 2021 All-Pro, or whatever it's called, 2019. 11 socks, with the second in Wake Forest history. 2019 first all. Hey, that's my food. It's not for you, cat. Hey! 2019 all ACC. So that's really all there is to him. Trying to keep that cat away from my food. She's like a dog. Packers are making the pick. Josh Myers, center out of Ohio State, 2OH Bears. NFL's going behind, man. They are only the 59th overall. Something's happened over there. I like this pick. I'm making the pick. Creed Humphreys. He's a center from Oklahoma. A lot of offensive linemen going in this round. I'm not gonna lie. He was the third team All-American 2020. Big 12 offensive lineman of the year. He had a 2019 second team AP All-American. And that's all to his resume. He's 6'4", 302 pounds. There's a lot of center prospects here. You think the Bengals maybe are going to take on with the offensive lineman? Because there's a lot more. I think that's at least 2 straight, and at least I think like 7 or 8 offensive linemen just this round alone have been drafted. Okay, I count one something. I'm petting her. Okay, so the Buccaneers are up. This will be it for round 3 once it's done. Their needs are running back and defensive end. They don't have a lot of needs, and I wonder why. Bucks are picking. Tuesday, very good. Second shot. It's fine. Yes, we know. Ah, okay. I see it. I see who they picked. Ironic. They took Trask. Now you see why I laughed. They took Kyle Trask, QB out of Florida. Last pick in second round. They finally took Kyle Trask. I like this guy. I think that he had late first round talent. Honestly, I do think he had late first round talent. So him under Tom Brady. Oof. Let's hope he can make the team. I hope he doesn't have to be on the practice squad. I hope that they roll 3 QB system. Because that would be amazing for Trask to be able to learn under Tom Brady, whether you like him or not. 7-time fucking champion. Guess what? He's 7-time champion. You can learn a lot from some guys like that. Okay, third round's up. Jags select Andre Cisco, a safety from Syracuse University. The Syracuse Crunch? No, that's the AHL team. Syracuse, I have no fucking idea. Syracuse Orange, maybe? He was 2019-17 All ACC. 2019, 5 interceptions, which led the ACC. Oh my God, they got this fucker in the third round. Something has to be up. He's 6 foot, 209 pounds. He's kind of undersized. He's a hard hitter. This guy should have been a freaking second rounder at most. Wow. Jaguars are having one hell of a draft. One hell of a draft. I'm very impressed. They selected Kevin Mond, quarterback from Texas A&M, 2021 recent senior bowl MVP. He had 31 career wins, which is second in A&M history. over 11,000 total yards in his career, with 71 pass touchdowns, which is the most in Texas A&M history. Okay. On the clock now are the Texans, and based on what I'm seeing, this could be a solid third round pick for them. Okay, we're a little bit behind. My Wi-Fi decided to be a dip. Davis Miller out of Stanford. Davis Mills out of Stanford, who was a quarterback, was the Texans pick. He was 2020 honorable mention of the all team. He was the 2020 Stanford team captain. He's 6'4" something pounds. And my Wi-Fi is deciding to be dick again. I swear to God. Yeah, so waiting for the Falcons. That was the pick now. Jalen Mayfield, offensive tackle from Michigan, has been selected by the Falcons. He was a 2019 honorable mention All Big Ten. He had 18 career starts. Yeah. Cincinnati's up next, by the way. So yeah, looks like he's decent, but I wouldn't say he's one of the best picks you can get in the third round here. I think there's a few better ones to receive there. So my Wi-Fi is being shitty. The Bengals had selected 69. Nice. Yeah, the Bengals have selected defensive end Joseph Osai out of Texas. Texas, he's defensive end. My Wi-Fi is laggy as hell right now, man. I'm gonna kill it. So we got a really great defensive end here. However, I feel like this as our last pick today is gonna be tomorrow, which I'm gonna do off all the rounds. Okay, so a lot of people are saying that it's a steal here. So okay, so I think maybe it's a big pick. I just would have went offensive line, especially guard. We definitely need that. In his career, he has 165 tackles. Tackles for loss are 30, 11 and a half sacks, and 5 forced fumbles at Texas. It looks like he's really fast, really good. I love this pick. Honestly, just watching him, he reminds me of a really, really great player. Or at least he has the tools to be one. Or at least one that has like the tools to be one. Panthers just select offensive tackle Brady Christensen out of BYU. He has 38 career games played. That's all I was able to catch out of that. He doesn't really have that many accolades. As you would expect. This late in the draft, you wouldn't expect that many accolades. Most people with accolades have definitely been picked. I don't know what just happened. I think my water just went down. But yeah, next pick is the Giants. And yeah, the Giants are up. Aaron Robinson is who they got. He was a corner from UCF. He is the 2019-20 All-American. Transferred from Alabama to UCF in 2017. Okay, he has 103 career tackles, 3 interceptions, and 16 passes defended. This probably is more of a depth piece for them. Honestly, that's his career, so it's probably more of a depth piece, and he doesn't have any more accolades. So he's looking really good. He honestly is looking really good. A guy tipped it and he caught it, so that could be a thing of right place, right time, but maybe that he can read the play well and just was lucky. They have selected defensive tackle Aleem McNeil out of North Carolina State or NC State. Interesting pick. Interesting role pick up. So my back hurts. I know. Again. He has a career 78 tackles, 17.5 tackles for losses, and 10 sacks. That's his whole career, not just 1 year. Don't be alarmed at the 10 sacks and be like, oh, this guy should have been way earlier. He's a defensive tackle. He looks like he's more of a power guy, so it looks like he uses more of his weight, his power, and his strength to get past the guard in the center. So that could be a good sign for him moving forward, that he uses his weight. I love guys that are physical and use that weight. So it's really good. This could be a decent third rounder for them, honestly. Okay, so he's not a defensive end. He's a defensive tackle out of Louisiana Tech, Milton Williams. 2020 first All-CUSA, first team All-CUSA. 44 tackles in 2020. He had 10 tackles for losses and 4.5 sacks. If he can replicate that at the NFL level, this will be one fucking hell of a steal for the Eagles. I like this pick. They don't have a lot of cap space. They don't have a really good team right now either. So they're adding some really good depth pieces, some really good starters. And I'm seeing just from in career, he has 106 tackles, 10 tackles for loss, and 10 sacks. So I am definitely seeing that they're trying to have a good draft and trying to get some really good prospects in there because they don't have a lot of cap. They have to rely on the guys they draft, and that kind of shows that they want to compete, but they don't have the resources to compete. So they're going through the rebuild, basically, is almost what I'm saying. So Washington is now up. After that, it will be Dallas, then Denver. Benjamin St. Juste, a corner from Minnesota, is who Washington selects. 2020 academic All Big Ten, so he's definitely an academic kind of guy. He's smart, that's what I like. He's 6'3", so he does have a little bit of size to him, at least compared to me. Some small as hell. He looks like he's a really good pass deflector. He transferred from Michigan to Minnesota in 2019, so he did have some time to learn from that Michigan defense and learn from that Michigan coach. And I think that may have helped him here. I think that he's really, just based on this film, he's pretty good. So I think that maybe the fact that he was with Minnesota kind of hurt him, just maybe even a tad bit, maybe a little bit, because let's be honest, it's not on the program level of, like, let's say Minnesota isn't on the same level as Ohio State or as Michigan State. So it looks like a solid pick. And wow, Cowboys need corner, safety, center. They need everything, basically. Everything but wide receiver and quarterback. Ooh. They have a lot of needs. Let's see if they can address at least one of them here. Cowboys are picking. Osa, I'm not even going to try and say the last name. Ibuzua, I don't know. He's a defensive tackle from UCLA. I think this is a definite steal on the draft. He was 2020 first team Pac-12. He's 6'2" and 279 pounds. 2020 he had 30 tackles, 6 tackles for loss, and 4 sacks. He has a career of 76 tackles, 7.5 tackles for losses, and 11.5 sacks. Saints are on the clock, and round 3, 76 overall. I'm already tired. You do not tell. And the pick is already in. 7 picks remaining for the Saints. So maybe they could use a QB. Not sure, but I'm not sure if they're gonna. I don't think that they're gonna select anybody really good. Maybe they're gonna select, I don't know, a starter out of the fucking gate. I'm not sure, but they definitely need some QB help. Since Bruce retired. For the Saints, I would look for QB. But honestly, all of the serviceable ones are done already. So you're gonna have to either settle or trade this pick with a couple of assets and get a first rounder next year, so that you can get maybe a QB and somebody else to help them out. But this is a tough pick for the Saints because what their needs are, there's nobody really good available. And those needs are pretty big needs too for any kind of team. Like that's interesting. Okay, they did address one of the needs. It's the very last need, which is a corner, but okay. Nelson Adebo is who they selected from Stanford. Okay. He opted out of the 2020 season. He's 2018-2019 first team all Pac-12. It could be getting another really good guy here too. There's a lot of guys that fell in this draft, at least to me. He had 2018, 24 passes defended, led the FBS. Career of 97 tackles, 8 interceptions, 27 passes defended. So I guess he didn't throw that much. I'd say late second rounder is his talent level right now. Just looking at the film and the stats, the eye test kind of confirms that he's late second rounder. So he may have fallen a little bit, but I don't see him being on first rounder plus third. It looks like maybe okay. If they can develop this guy right, he could be something. Pick is in for the Chargers. After the Chargers, it will be Minnesota and then Las Vegas. Okay, so Chargers pick is in and they're announcing. Stinger for the Black Pumas. They already had the guitarist out. Are they going to do the whole band? That'd be cool. Okay, Josh Palmer, wide receiver from Tennessee, University of Tennessee. Okay. Okay, so he's born in Canada, finished high school at St. Thomas. Okay, so Canadian guy, I guess. That's nice. He led Tennessee in all of the, in his career has 99 receptions. Ooh, one shot, 100. Nice to be on 100. Over 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns. Guy looks like he does. It looks like he. Let's look a little bit more at the eye test. It looks like he doesn't create that much separation. That could be a definite red flag for somebody like him. So separation, he might want to work on getting more of that. But overall, yeah, maybe get some more speed, get some more off the bat, get some separation. Because from all those clips, it looks like he doesn't create much separation. It looks like he can play like physical and throw his body around, kind of, and like use his body. But I don't see him really getting that much separation out. That could be a problem at the NFL level. Okay, Vikings selected Chaz Surratt, linebacker out of North Carolina, 2019 and 20, first team All ACC. 2019, 115 tackles, second in ACC. I need to relax. Career has 207 tackles, 22.5 tackles for losses, 12.5 sacks. Alex Leatherwood, offensive tackle out of Alabama, still on the board. Oh wait, no, not on the board. That was who the Raiders picked. I'm stupid. Brandon's on the clock right now. Raiders are picking. They've run this thing. He's not wrong. It's nice to get out and stretch above that, honestly. Defensive, he's not a defensive end, he's a linebacker. Malcolm Koonce, linebacker out of Buffalo. Somebody's wrong here because there's a lot of mixed positions coming here. I'm not sure, but so, and Diablo was taken by the Raiders. So 2 different picks in under 5 seconds, basically. And another pick. Malcolm Koonce goes to somewhere. Then the Raiders get Divine Diablo. They knew who they were gonna want. Yeah, I swear to God. Dolphins are on the clock now. Wow. 5 seconds. Never really seen that before. Okay, so Dolphins picking. 81 out of 96 picks, by the way. Just at the last round. Hunter Long, tight end out of Boston, goes to Miami in the 3rd round. Okay. Solid. 2022 AP All-American. 2020 first team All ACC. Uh, 2020 57 receptions, 685 yards, and 5 touchdowns. 2019 3rd team All ACC. So it looks like Long can be really good. His career has 89 receptions, over 1,000 yards, and 9 touchdowns. So now Washington is on the clock. Just looking at the film of this tight end Long, he is really good. And I think the Dolphins have gotten a steal with him. Washington something. Wide receiver out of North Carolina, De'Ami Brown, has just gotten selected. He was chose the 2013 AP All-American, 2020 first team All-ACC, a 2020 he had over 1,000 receiving yards, almost 1,100, 1 yard shy of that, and he led the ACC. First player in UNC history with two 1,000 receiving yard seasons. Now the Panthers are on the clock, then Dallas, then Tennessee. And just looking at this looks to be a really good pick. And the Panthers pick is in. So I will see you soon. Panthers are picking. It's currently 10:35. It should be over by maybe 11:30. Should be up at midnight. Tight end Tommy Tremble out of Notre Dame has been selected. I think maybe he played with Kaiser 4 years ago or something. I'm not sure. But man, I thought he was going to be really good, honestly. I thought he was going to be a great player. But he slipped and he hasn't really amounted to anything. Not even a second round pick is what he's worth anymore. Not even, I think maybe 6th round is what he'd be worth, honestly. Wow, once my knee fall. Career, Turnbull had 35 receptions, 401 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Cowboys are on the clock. Then it goes to Tennessee, and then finally it will be me and Minnesota. Cowboys are on the clock right now, and the pick is in. Okay. Defensive end at Iowa, Chauncey Golston. Okay, he was the 2020 first team All Big Ten. It wasn't the Big Ten, I didn't know that. 2020, he had 45 tackles, 5.5 sacks, and 8.5 tackles. In his career, he has 27 tackles for losses, 12 sacks, and 129 tackles. That's all athletes he has. So Green Bay is on the clock now. Then Minnesota, and then Pittsburgh, as I like to call them. Pick is in for the Packers. The only thing new for them in 2021 is the Aaron Rodgers situation and a new defensive coordinator. They lost an NFC championship game for the second straight season. Aaron Rodgers won 3rd career MVP, and he's tied for 5th most. And he had 48 pass TDs. The names for them are wide receiver, defensive tackle, and linebacker. So defensive end, wide receiver, Amari Rodgers is the first that they need, and luckily that's the most that they need. But Anthony Schwartz is a close second. He's 3rd, and Mal's best available. Amari Rodgers, they got wide receiver. I called it. Amari Rogers, wide receiver out of Clemson, has been picked by the Green Bay Packers. Not much you can say. They need as many wide receivers as they can. Really, if you think about it, Rodgers and eventually Jordan Love has really no good weapons out there. Rodgers had a first team ACC. In 2020, he had 7 receptions, which led the ACC. In his career, he had 181 receptions, which is 6th in Clemson history. He also was getting picked. He also was getting thrown to by Trevor Lawrence. So that could be why he's going in the 3rd round, because that's some pretty damn good stats right there. NFL standards, it's a good stat. He looks like he has just some really good tools. He looks like he has a bit of speed, a bit of quickness. He looks like he's best when he's like in a bubble, basically like a bubble pass where the QB has to turn. When he's going off the line, he goes like this. That's when he's best, when he's going out like this, almost this. If you can see what I'm saying. But yeah. So they got some really good talent there. I think Vikings have the pick in. Rams are 80th overall. Before that will be Pittsburgh. And before that, which this will be Minnesota. Can you tell I'm getting bored? It's freaking, I'm tired. Almost done, almost done. Vikings are splitting. Wyatt Davis, guard from Ohio State. To be so long. He was unanonymous first team All-American in 2020. He also was selected as the 2020 Big Ten Offensive Lineman of the Year. Offensive Lineman of the Year is going in the should be in the first round, I would think at least. 2019 and 20 something. 2019 first team AP All-American. Wyatt Davis, he looks very, very good. Protecting Justin Fields there, he looks really good. And Steelers are now on the clock. After that will be the Rams and then Carolina once again. Going up to 94, we are at 87 picks right now, and the 87th pick is in. Okay, boys and girls, and non-genders, because I'm all inclusive. Let's get at it. Steelers are up, picking. 1, 2, 1, 2. I have no idea what that is. Joe McDonald's. Ah, that's who it is. Kendrick Green. Kendrick Green is a guard from Illinois. Did you just say what I think you said? Cleveland, I love you. Oh, you did say that. Being a Steelers fan, I don't think you would say that. I think that they are very bitter rivals, just like Cincinnati and the Steelers are. But okay, Subway traded. Okay, I didn't. Rams have traded to the 49ers. Subway is not sponsoring me. That's just what I put out there. I'm sorry. Yes, Subway is not sponsored, so it's not a Subway trade to me. This is just a trade. Um, so Pig is in for the 49ers. After that will be Carolina and then Minnesota. Again, 49ers up. Trey Summers is who Sermon, not Summers, running back from Ohio State. 4 Ohio State guys selected in this round alone. 6th in the draft already. So, okay. Well, not in this round, in this day of the draft. He's a running back from Ohio State, and that doesn't look like an Ohio State uniform. I'm just saying. Trey Sermon. Maybe he transferred there. There's an Ohio State uniform. I'm like, what? It looks like a BGU or somewhere. No. Ooh. Somebody tried to like headlock him and he didn't even take it. He just fought. I love this pick. This guy is a beast, man. This guy is a beast. How did he not go before this? And the Panthers have traded this pick to the Texans. No idea, nor do I really care what the thing was, what the term, but great pickup right there. Nico Collins gets selected by the Texans, wide receiver in Michigan. Well, from Michigan, 6'3", 220 pounds. Probably has better abs than I do, even though I am less pounds than him. Somehow everybody has more abs than me. I don't know how. I want abs, honestly. He looks pretty good. He has 78 career receptions, over 1,000 yards, and 13 touchdowns. He's wearing a single-digit number. I guess that's good. That means that he's one of the stars on there, or at least was. So there's also number 8 there too. So I guess maybe he's not the only star. So he looks pretty good. He looks decent. And the pick for the Vikings is in. Cleveland is next, and then Tennessee. Patrick Peterson was added to them. So they definitely do not need a corner, because that is enough corner for 3 teams. Man, Patrick Peterson, he's good. Kirk Cousins sacked 39 times. So I would say, since that's the 6th most times you've let a sack, and yes, they agree with me, you need a cart in the center. Same wavelength down now. Honestly, same wavelength. You know what? I'm tired. I'm not going to pronounce words the same way. I don't care. But yeah, I like that. Patrick Jones, who is a defensive end out of Pittsburgh. Kind of ironic, isn't it? Just a defensive end out of Pittsburgh State University. I just find that funny. I don't know why. I find it funny. It looks pretty good. He looks pretty good. I love that pick. He looks like he can definitely get after him. Yeah, so Patrick Jones had 9 sacks, which led the ACC. Now the Browns are on the clock. After that is Tennessee and then Buffalo. We're in the last 4 picks. And also the pick is in. So they need DE, even though they have Myles Garrett, who is ironically coming out, I think. I didn't even see it. Okay, I didn't even realize he was coming out until I said his name. I'm pretty sure it's Myles Garrett. Yep, that's my Wi-Fi's being my Wi-Fi again. Okay, good. The lag is real, apparently, nowadays. They need defense most of all. That's why I said that. Myles Garrett, because D and DT were one of them. Oh, that's an interesting function. Wide receiver Anthony Sport that Auburn has been selected by the Browns in the third round. Okay, cool. Don't know too much about him. Apparently, he had 54 receptions in 2020. He had 636 yards for them. Former member of the Auburn track and field. So you know this dude has speed. He was on track and field. You know this bitch has speed. Oof, I hate for the Bengals when they come up against this guy. Let's see this film. Let's see how much speed he has. Ooh, I love that. I wish the Bengals would have gotten this guy. God damn. He's speedy. He's like fucking Speedy Gonzalez. Like, damn. He has 117 career receptions. So that's good. That's Titans pick is in. After that, it's Buffalo. And finally, the last pick of this round will be Baltimore. I believe it's Baltimore. Bing, bing. Monty Rice, linebacker out of Georgia. Okay, cool. He's 6 foot, 233 pounds. It's going up against LSU and Joe Burrow, looks like. And he got to the run pretty good. Let's look at how explosive he comes off the line here. I think that's going to be the key for him. He looks to be really explosive, honestly. You have to kind of explode off the line if you want to be a good linebacker. And he's really good at getting to the run, honestly. He's tackling for the loss a lot for the runs. I haven't really seen that many sacks, and you know what? I stand corrected. He just sacked him, and he got a fumble recovery and this one. So I apparently stand corrected a lot of the times nowadays. So don't take that to heart if I say anything, really. That could be a really good pick. He's explosive, and he seems to be really good at stepping on. I like it. We're about to make this selection. It's the Bills now, by the way. Spencer Brown has been selected by Buffalo. He is 6'8", and he is 311 pounds. He's an offensive tackle. He is basically there to just make sure you don't die. That's my equation because, man, that bitch is tall. He's there to make sure you don't die because nobody can go over him, nobody can go around him. That's pick is in, final pick, which is going to be the Ravens. Ironically, similar colors to the team this guy went. Literally, look at, wow. This guy is going to be a steal. Wow. Not only is he large, but bitch can blow you down like a bulldozer. Wow, it's like a bowling ball. He doesn't care who you are. Equal opportunity getting fucked. Jacoby Jones. You can go all you want. I got a ring. Damn. He doesn't give two shits who you are. teams. I love it. Wow. Ben Cleveland, guard from Georgia, 2020-13 AP All-American. Let's look at this dude. Ooh, I like that running back. That running back, number 3 guy can definitely go you. Like, wow. Well, okay, and that number 3 running back is definitely somebody to watch in the future. From Georgia, by the way. So yeah, this looks pretty good. He looks like a good guard. I like the pick. There's not really much else I can say. The Buccaneer. Oh wait, 95? I thought we were going 94. Do we have 33 teams? Was there an extra pick in here? I'm confused. I am confused. I guess Tampa Bay is the last pick, 95. There's an extra pick somewhere, I'm sure, because it should have been 94. That seems about right. Robert Hainsey. It says he's a guard here, but okay. It says he's an offensive tackle from the draft team, so I don't know who to believe at this point. So it says Robert Hainsey is a guard from Notre Dame, second team All ACC in 2020. He won the William B. Campbell semifinals in 2020. He was the nation's top student athlete. This speaks to what that is. How you doing? So senior class award finalist in 2020. Looks really good. Just he was OL unit Joe Moore Award finalist, so that's good too. So he looks really good. Based on the fact that he was one of the top student athletes, I think that this dude's gonna definitely be looking to constantly be learning, and that's something that you definitely want to see out of any player. So I think that if he wants to keep on learning, like that kind of shows he is, that he will 100% be successful in this league. And the Patriots, what is going on anymore? I thought this was only supposed to be 2 to 3. I'm confused. What's happening at this point? Are we doing round 4 too? This is round 3. Northern Iowa. 94. Okay. I'm really freaking just confused. I'm baffled. I'm just questioning my life at this point. As you can see, my hair's all over the place. I look like it was perm, but I don't. Not me saying wrong for that at all. Okay. Patriots are in. I hope to God this is the last pick, or I'm going to go crazy. Why do they have to add these picks in? Because I'm just completely baffled at what the heck is going on here. Just hurry up, please. I'm tired. They're all the way over there, and nobody can hear them. So it's right. Patriots fans. I'm surprised nobody booed him. Is that Bill Belichick? Honestly, I'm surprised nobody just like bursted out with this. At least no audible ones. Ronnie Perkins, defensive end from Oklahoma, selected by the Patriots. Chosen 1920 second team All Big 12. Uh, 24 tackles, 10.5 tackles for loss, 5.5 sacks in 6 games last year. 99 tackles in his career, 32.0 tackles for loss, and 16.5 sacks in his career. Let's look at the game tape from him. Because he's an Oklahoma Sooner. Who else would, be wearing the 7, honestly? Ooh, he's getting after the run. That's nice. That's a good thing to see. Especially out of the 3rd rounder. Dante Hightower comes back. What? Right now, they said that they like him. Dante Hightower comes back. I don't know what they're going for there. And apparently the Chargers are in. I'm going to go crazy by the end of tonight. Denver hasn't picked. Dallas hasn't picked. When does it end? What pick does it end? What pick does it end at? So ends at 105 apparently. Okay. Hope this goes fast. Trey McKitty from Georgia. Not really much I can say other than he's 6'4", maybe. So he transferred and to Georgia. So basically. Okay, I like this. It looks like it's a Florida State one, but okay. He looks really good here. This looks like a decent pick now. Should be doing. Broncos are now on the clock, by the way. After that will be Dallas, then Tennessee. And then the Lions, 49ers, Rams, Ravens, and the Saints. Well, it'll be rounded out. I'm just going to keep it short, just say who got drafted. I'm not really making commentary. Just, honestly, I'm getting tired. My voice hurt. Broncos making the selection. Quinn Miners. He's a guard from Wisconsin / Whitewater. He was a recent Senior Bar participant. Okay, so and he was a D3 first team All-American. Okay. Okay. Cowboys are on the clock. After that will be Tennessee and Detroit. He is Mashawn Wright is a corner from Oregon State University. He's 6'4", 180 pounds. He was an honorable mention in All Pac-12 in 2020. And he had 30 tackles, 2 interceptions, 6 passes defended in 2020 as well. His career is 64 tackles, 5 interceptions, and 11 passes defended. Okay. Gonna be picking is the Titans. After that, we have freaking Detroit and San Francisco. I love doing that. Elisha Molden, a corner from Washington. He is 5'9", 192 pounds. 2020 first team All Pac-12. Okay, William became a finalist for the top student athlete in 2020. So he was a finalist. He was a 2018 and 1917 All Pac-12 player selection. And he has 153 tackles in his career, along with 5 interceptions and 25 passes defended. Okay, so Lions are now on the clock. So Mefau Ifedi, I said that, I'm sorry. Cornerback from Syracuse has been selected by the Lions, 101st overall. 4 picks left. We'll end at 105. This was 101. He looks decent. 88 tackles in his career. In 2020, he had 55 tackles, 1 interception, 10 passes defended. San Francisco is going, then the Rams, then Baltimore. So Ambry Thomas, corner from Michigan. And on a defensive run. That's late. And Ambry Thomas from Michigan is the latest guy to go. He opted out of the 2020 season, 2019 third team All Big Ten. 54 tackles, 4 interceptions, 9 passes defended. That was his career, by the way. And the Rams have only made 1 pick. That was in round 2. So basically, they're on the clock, and the pick is in. They have 6 picks remaining after this, by the way. And then Baltimore, and we finally finish with Denver. You don't get them. You don't get lose it. Sorry, it's gonna be over an hour. There's no need in freaking pausing it anymore, honestly. I'll stop recording when it ends. And hopefully be on my way. Just smash both cartridge right there. I have to put that back. Listen to music, honestly. in the back. Rams are taking Ernest Jones, linebacker out of South Carolina. Ooh, it's up there. Rodgers is considering retirement unless Packers fix things to his liking. Oof, this is getting high. Just asking you what you want to do and do it. I guess that's what he's keeping to. I love it. We can never change for Andy. Sorry, my friend's hilarious. $104 by the Ravens. And who did the who did this one? No, no. What happened? Okay, Williams selected Brent Stevens corner. Williams selected yeah, so Stevens is where we're at. So this is where we should be at, I think. And then the Ravens got Stevens, who has 43 tackles, 1 interception, and 11 passes deflected. Go, go. I love it. I'm going to screenshot that. That's great. Sticks. That's great. I love it. And Comic Sans. Writing a NASCAR number out in Comic Sans. I love it. I love it. That's funny. That's funny. Broncos final pick of this day. And it is gonna be easy. Aaron Browning, linebacker, Ohio State, final pick. Serves us right. Oh, she's crying. She's not even the one drafted. That's kind of funny, honestly. I guess she's so happy that her son got drafted. I wouldn't be happy that it's the Broncos. That will be it for me today. I would like to thank you guys for watching this. I know it's going to be a long video, but thank you guys so much for watching. And feel free to find me on social media and interact. debate anything I'm saying, but keep the debate civil. Thank you for watching so much, and I will see you next time.